I think we're live.
I think so.
Hello,
Yeah, it says in the corner.
everyone.
Hi. I'm still so new to this that I'm like, I don't even know how to tell if anyone's here yet. Unless there's comments. Oh, yes, there is. Hi. Yeah. We're just like, oh,
Hey,
someone's there.
Ness.
Hi.
Let us know what you guys are reading in the chat. Tonight, I'm actually reading an arc that I received
Ooh.
called The Cabinet. And it's from a Korean author, actually. It was translated and it's being published this month. It could have been published today, actually, since it's Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure. But it basically follows this man who works for a company and he finds this cabinet. And within the cabinet is a bunch of like supernatural people. And the book is like discussed so far is discussing these supernatural people and like the powers that they have, kind of.
Cool.
It's for my out of comfort zone prompt, just because I don't really read like short stories, and it's kind of like a short story collection, but they're all connected kind of deal.
Yeah.
What are you reading?
I am reading The Maidens, an ebook.
Nice. Are you liking it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm about a quarter through. So far, so good. The writing's very lyrical, which I wasn't expecting for a thriller. So I'm a bit like, oh, okay, that's cool.
I've heard good things about the author, not so good things about this one.
Yeah, well, I want to read both of them. And so I was like, which one should I read first? And a lot of people like Silent Patient better. So it's like, okay, don't start with the best one. So hopefully my
Exactly.
expectations
Yeah.
won't be,
I
destroyed.
always try to do that. Like, I like reading authors from their first published book to their recent. It doesn't always work that way. Like, sometimes I read the most recent, I'm like, okay, I want to go back. But yeah, like sometimes you read their best work and then you go back and you're like, oh, okay.
Like this, what was the point? Yeah.
Hello.
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 Hi.
I started The Year of the Witching last night, only one chapter in, so hoping to get a nice amount in tonight. I've heard good things about The Year of the Witching, so hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about it. I don't think I've read many like witchy books like for a long time. And I'm like, I need to get some and read them.
That's the thing. I love witches, but I feel like we don't utilize them enough. I feel like they need to be more in books.
Yeah. So it's like, well, it's like Harry Potter is like the classic, but I'm like, okay, but maybe like Discovery of Witches. I need to try that. I loved like Sabrina the Teenage Witch when I was a kid.
Yes.
Like that show was the best.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like that really made a lot of people like witch and like contemporary witches. I actually have an arc on my TBR this month that's called Payback's a Witch. And it's about like this girl who comes back to her hometown, and she was always a witch, but now like her powers are stronger because she comes back to town. And it's like supposed to be a sapphic romance. It sounds really good. So I'm very keen to read it this month. Hey everyone, hoping to finish my first book for thrillathon today. It took me long enough. It's okay. I had Canadian Thanksgiving all this weekend. I only finished my first book yesterday. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I've only read one. And I'm like, if I'm lucky, I'll finish 2 or 3. Like, I'm not going to be reading much.
I'm like, today I read 2 books, certain amount of pages. Now I'm reading. I'm like, I'm going to finish them. I don't care that I lost 3 days.
Yeah.
My allergies are same. Same. This is the worst time of year on the East Coast too. I know it. Worst time of the year.
Even on this side of the world, like, it's going into spring and it's kind of like crazy showers and like wind. So just all the pollen is in the air.
See, here
every now and then I wake up and I'm just like, it's spring here.
It's going from like hot to cold to hot to cold to hot to cold. Like fall is always like a mix of summer and fall. And so like even me, like I don't know if you can hear it, but like my allergies.
Yeah, I've been taking antihistamines because I'm like, nope.
Hi everyone, I'm reading The Dead List by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Oh, I haven't heard of that
book.
I know
the
I know who Jennifer L. Armentrout is. Yeah, but I haven't heard of this book.
Is that like a vampire book?
Good night. Good night.
Hi.
Well, it's night for us.
Oh, good night. Yeah.
It's midday. It's midday for Tiana.
Yeah.
Hi, friends. Hello.
Hi, Esme.
Hi, I'll be reading Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel. Oh, that book came out
Ooh.
a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I have a confession. I never watched Hocus Pocus. I don't know if a lot of people have. I haven't. I
I've seen
never.
it, and it's fun. I think people really do kind of get really obsessed with it. I'm like, it's good. I'm just
I
not
think it's a nostalgia thing,
crazy.
right? Like, I'm sure it came out like early 2000s, but I didn't have the Disney
Mm.
Channel growing up, so I never
You me
watched it.
either.
And I feel like now I'm
Mm.
like, I guess it's too late. I listened to a sample for the audio of The Year of the Witching, and it's really good. It's on my whole shelf. Perfect. I
Nice.
have heard good things. Like, I have it on my wish list as well because it is something that I'm intrigued by. It kind of reminds me of the movie The Witch. I don't know if anybody here knows that movie,
I
but
don't think so.
it was with I think Anna Taylor-Joy, if I'm not mistaken. And
Oh,
it reminds me of that kind of. Let me know if I'm wrong, but it kind of reminds me of that. This is the first set of sprints I've been able to join in full, so I'm excited to get some reading done.
yay.
I'm bouncing back and forth between Plain Bad Heroines and Paula Santiago. I also want to read Plain Bad Heroines. So let
Let
me
me
know if
know
it's good.
because
Yeah.
I read it recently and I was a bit disappointed with it. But I don't know if I was just I was expecting something different.
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like it's very long for what it is, but it has its moments. Yeah.
If it's anything like dark academia-y, like I'm
Kind
bound to
of.
like it. Like I feel like
Yeah.
anything that has to do with like academics with murder, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
There is
murdering
a
in
bit of
school.
that, but because we have like the two different timelines, like we have in the past where creepy goings on at the boarding school.
Mhm.
Then there's like in the future where it's just contemporary movie
Mhm. Yeah,
stuff.
it's true because it does do dual timeline as well,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I read one full book and completing thrillathon with manga. Mangas count as a book,
That's
so
the
don't worry,
way to
Diana.
go.
Yeah,
Like I've got
that's
some
the
dense
smart way to
books I'm
go.
wanting to read, and I'm like, I don't think you just can't pick long books for readathon. It doesn't work.
I'm reading The Inheritance Games, and I want to get to page 150 before bed. That's 86 pages to read, and I'm a slow reader. You could do it.
Don't
I
even
believe in
worry.
you. Yeah,
Depending on the
don't even
book, I'm
worry.
like reading a page every like 2 minutes, like if it's a slow book. And I've heard really good things about Inheritance Games. And I think the
Mhm.
third one's coming out soon. At
The
least the
second one
covers
already came
been
out.
revealed. The second one's already out, yeah. She's
I feel like
churning
that
them
book
out.
just came out. I know you meant wish list.
Yeah, I was like,
So,
oh yeah, good old
wish list in
i7
the
cheese.
future. Kelsey, we should buddy read Plain Bad. I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it.
Do
Hit me
it.
up. Hi, everyone. First set of Thrillathon sprints, so I can join, and I'm pumped. Perfect.
Yeah,
Because I'm
relatable.
here to
So
be
many
serious.
times it's like the early stupid hours for me, and I'm like, I can't do that for myself.
It's perfect because tonight I'm planning on staying up late anyways. Like, my boyfriend goes to hockey, and he stays out late. So I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect night to do late sprints.
Yeah.
So don't worry. I'm here too to read
And I'm
and
wide
get
awake. I'll
pumped.
keep you awake. I've been
Yeah.
Cozy.
Don't worry. I had two espressos, so I'm good.
Oh, you're ready. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm reading House of Earth and Blood, and it's a little over 800 pages. So I'm also reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. Let me know what you think. I
I love
really,
Sarah J. Maas.
yeah, I was gonna say I really
Yeah.
like Sarah J. Maas. I like A Court of Thorns and Roses more than Throne of Glass, but I haven't read the Crescent City series yet. So let me know how you're feeling about it throughout the night.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm starting Her Soul to Take. I've been in a Kindle Unlimited mood lately. I have been staring at Kindle Unlimited recently. I'm like,
Yeah, I have to stay away, otherwise I get too distracted. I'm like, but they're like free. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're right there.
Her Soul to Take, though, I haven't heard of that one. Let me know what it is. So I'm not 100% Her Soul to Take. I'm curious. Is it sapphic?
I don't know. I feel like that was one of like the early-ish 2000s paranormal books, like back in the day.
If it's the one by Harley LaRue, it came out this year, and it's about magicians. So that's interesting. Ooh,
Oh.
okay. That's interesting.
I'm looking at the dead list from before, and I'm like, I still don't really know what this is about. I think it's just like a creepy thing. It said something about there's like clowns and dead birds, and I'm like, oh,
I don't like clowns, so.
sounds like it's relevant for this though.
Yeah, like clowns would have been good for like out of my comfort zone because I refuse to look at anything about clowns. Like clowns scare me, and I was never scared of clowns before. I don't know if this happened in Europe. This is two lives I mentioned this on, but there was an epidemic in North America of clowns and clowns like being creepy and like waiting on people's lawns. And ever since then, I'm like, no, thank you. I want nothing to do with these.
Was that the thing when the new It movie was coming out and there were just clowns everywhere? Was it part of that?
I don't remember why they were there, but I was not happy about it.
Nope.
I'm thinking of reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I started reading Then She Was Gone. I've heard really good things about A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I don't think I've seen one person like not enjoy it at least.
Yeah, I'm still so like new to like a lot of thrillers and horrors that I'm like, haven't heard of that, but I'm sure it's great. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what it's about, but like if it gives you the thrills, it's good.
Kelsey, it's not available. It's okay.
No.
I'll get something else. Let us know. It's good, but hated the plot twist. Sometimes, like, plot twists make me sad. Like, sometimes I'm like, a plot twist can, like, really make or break a book. And when it sucks, it's, like, the worst feeling in the world. Also, Diana, I realized what you're talking about, and I'm sorry. I just finished half a bottle of wine, and I'm continuing, but you're so sweet, and thank you. I'm happy because today is the first day I'll be actually reading during reading sprints, and after these sprints we have, I know. I can't believe it's her birthday. I was so shocked. I didn't know, and I was like, oh my gosh, this makes it more exciting. It's tomorrow, I believe, on Wednesday. So it'll be like right as soon as we're done.
For the plot twist?
Warranted. It's warranted. Her soul to take is dark romance. Yes. Speaking of dark romance, we'll just pour some wine.
I'm just like, you and me could write a dark romance.
That's how I feel. I feel like I'm a poet. I just need to drink more. Kelsey, fall 2016. Exactly. What was that when the It movie was coming out? I don't even know.
Probably.
But that was literally scarring, and I still have the images of those clowns in my head to this day. I can't. I don't even want to buy a house because I'm like, if I buy a house.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As a kid,
I remember the clowns.
The clowns. No. As a kid, I was just like, you're not funny. You're just dumb. And then now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, you're either not funny or you're creepy. Just like, no thanks.
Like, It's like now I feel like there's so much like clown media, and I'm like, they're not even like fun anymore. Like they're just creepy, and I hate them.
No.
I remember clowns walking around outside my door. Why? I don't understand, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I was at a football game in high school, and our school was in the middle of a cornfield. And there was a clown that just stood there in the distance, and we literally had to evacuate.
That is
very
straight
good
out
reaction.
of a horror movie.
Very good reaction. Oh my God, it was terrible. See, this is an epidemic that happened in North America. I don't know if it happened around the world. We had so many clowns around.
They went viral. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so scared to punch you. I would have punched them. When I was little, like in elementary school, they used to take us to like the high school to go to like the haunted house that the high school kids would like put up. And I would punch the high school kids. I'm like, get out of my face. Like, I'm not here for it. Yes, it was promo for disgusting.
And it was like even on like along highways. And like people just drive past and it was so creepy. I'm like, they were lucky they didn't get run over.
It is for this reason that I'm so happy that I live in like a downtown city, like where I'm like, this can't happen here. Someone would be walking as a clown in the middle of the street. People would be like, what are you doing? Like, I'm so thankful. But it's okay because we'll be here tomorrow. We'll be thriving and we'll be screaming and we'll be yelling for her birthday. So it's fine. Also, I saw TikTok saying clowns are coming.
Why?
I since 2016, I hate clowns and I hate Halloween. I'm like, every time I think about dressing up for Halloween, I'm like, but who knows? Who knows? What if that's someone who was a clown? Like, we can't trust them.
Nope.
The US is weird. It was Canada too. It was my country. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
We're talking about clowns.
So on brand, apparently.
It's good for thrillathon, but not for like my mind.
No.
I think I heard that too, and I said, nope, so fast. Exactly. During this time, I was living in the middle of nowhere. You see, the middle of nowhere with barely any houses or streetlights, and it was scary. I used to work night shifts, so getting home, I had to run in my house. Exactly. I would run too. This is why I need a dagger. Exactly.
Yep.
So I'm not the only one, and no, I don't want to. No, absolutely not. Like even now, like in Canada, especially my area, which is Quebec, we have a lot of we have two big cities, and then we have a lot of mountains and a lot of like forests and stuff. So like a big thing here is to go to like chalets, like cabins in the woods. Okay, it's not fun when you're scared of the dark and clowns, and you're in a chalet or a cabin, whatever. Like I'm saying the French word, but a cabin. And you're like, I can't see outside, but they can see inside. And I don't like this. Not Canada too. Exactly.
No.
And it's scarier here, I think. Because we have like just our cities at the little bottom and then just mountains. Anyways, let me know what you guys are reading.
Hopefully not clowns.
The book, A Clown in a Cornfield, I think it was, the book that recently came out. I think it was last year. Sorry if you hear my dishwasher, by the way.
Reading that? Or Sydney?
Yeah, someone's reading it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good on you. Couldn't be me.
No, thanks.
Not me.
I can't.
So
well, yeah, I've got a lot of friends that like love horror movies, and they're like, "Oh, let's go to like a haunted house. Let's go to like a ghost tour." And I'm like, "No, I will not go."
Not for me.
You enjoy. Yeah.
Oh wait, I realized we could. Oh, do you like this better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, with the mirroring,
Okay.
I keep being like going to lean, and I'm like, it's opposite.
But I think the same. Like I'm not. Like before, I was like shifting, and I'm like, wait, I have to go this way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and finish As Good as Dead tonight. I just want to reread Love and Other Words, but don't have a physical copy. Love and Other
Is that the
Words
Christina
sounds
Lauren
so familiar. Yeah. Hold on. Love
It
and
is. Just keep
oh yeah, it is. Yeah, the orange one. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't read that one, but apparently that's the one that's really heart-wrenching.
I love crying. Adds to wish list.
I don't know, like books really make me cry. Like I can be such a crybaby like in my life. Like I'm just overwhelmed with any emotion. I'm like, but reading, it's very difficult for me to actually like.
I think
maybe I just have
if a book
be on a
makes me
mission.
cry, yeah, if a book makes me cry, I'm like 5 stars.
Yeah.
If a movie makes me cry, I'm like, this is just a regular Tuesday, you know? Like,
yeah.
currently folding laundry, but later I'll be continuing Survive the Night. That's a new Riley Sager, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
I love horror, but if it has clowns or dolls, it's a hard no for me. It's a hard no for me too. No, thank you. Even like when I was younger, Goosebumps, like Slappy, the like ventriloquist doll, I was like, no, thank you.
Oh, I just remembered there was like a soap that used to be on like years ago called Passions.
Yes.
And I don't remember like hardly anything, but there was that doll and he would like come to life and his name was Timmy.
Yes.
And it was so
my
creepy.
mom watched Passions. And I'm like, how are you watching this at 2 p.m. in the afternoon? Like, I just don't understand.
I don't even remember if there was anything else paranormal in that show, or if it was just like, yep, we're doing this.
One of them was a witch, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Okay.
one girl on Passions was a witch, and then there was the ventriloquist dummy, and that was it. I don't remember anything else, but like, I was like 10 when my mom was watching this, and like, I was homesick from school or something, and like, she'd be like, oh, I'm watching Passions. I'd be like, what? What is this?
Why?
Why is this dummy? Like, the thing I don't like is that I'm a mood reader, so I'm not even halfway through these books. I wish I was a mood reader, but I am such a TBR reader that even if I don't like a book, I won't like DNF. I'm like, oh no, I have to focus on it because it's
well,
on
like it could get better. Or like, what if it ends really good?
Get better. Yeah. And I can't read it before I read anything else.
Yeah, I've gotten better at DNFing, but like, yeah, I'm still like, but I bought it, so I should read it. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially if I put money on it.
Yeah.
Or it's an arc. Sometimes I feel really bad when it's an arc. And I'm like, oh, I have to finish this.
Yeah.
Yes,
what was
it's so
this in
good.
reference to? I forgot.
Love in Other Words.
As Good as Dead.
No, Love in Other...
What?
Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm drinking. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I listened to it last year and it made me sob. Oh no, it's Love in Other Words.
Yeah.
I want to reread. Yeah. And it made you sob. That's like my ears like to hear that. Something that makes me cry. I'm interested.
Yes.
It's been 21 minutes. I can't believe it.
Oh wow, yeah. We should probably read something.
I feel like all we talked about was clowns.
Clowns and dolls. And then briefly what we're reading.
What are we feeling for sprints tonight?
Like 45,
40, 45, 30. We could do short sprints. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah. That's okay for what I'm reading because it's got short chapters anyway. So I'll just zoom.
Did you say what you were reading?
Yeah, a while ago, but I'll remind you. The Maidens. Oh, it decided.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where's the luck?
I'm sorry.
The Maidens. Also
50.
Oh wow. Is Alex Michaelides a man or a woman? Or something else entirely? In my mind, it's a man. But I have no idea.
I think he's a man.
So this happens sometimes where I'm like, oh, that's totally a dude or a chick. And then I'm like, nope, you were wrong. Like, I thought Riley Sager was a chick. And I was like, nope, you were wrong.
No, yeah. But Riley Sager, I think, did that on purpose. If I'm not mistaken. Like, I think he wanted to enter, like, the thriller genre with a female name. If I'm not mistaken.
Alex is a man. All right. I was right. Because, yeah, sometimes it's like it doesn't really matter. But other times you're like, oh, this was written by a man. Of course. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Hello.
Just in the time.
I just got here. No worries.
Okay.
Tell us what you're reading. You missed the whole discussion about clowns.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Awesome. How come your comments look like that? Are you drinking wine?
Yes.
Wow. What a vibe.
I'm getting crazy.
Oh
my
God. I don't know. Can I change the way they look?
Right? Because mine were like that.
Oh,
How'd you do that?
Ooh, the
How did you do that?
Options.
Han is just our our little gremlin while we're trying this out. Which do you guys like more?
Taylor Adam.
I like this one.
This one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, perfect. So it's staying.
But how'd you do that though?
On the side where it says brand. This is my brand now.
Brand.
Oh, it's my brand.
Oh, I think only you can see it.
Hello.
Hi. Okay.
Taylor Adams is a man?
Reading this. Sorry.
I'm like, who is Taylor Adams again? Oh.
Sorry.
I gotta look this up.
I'm hungry.
Okay, I just finished eating, as you can tell by me finishing the wine.
Oh,
Oh, no exit. Okay.
I always think of the play No Exit though. So whenever someone's like, no exit, I'm like, huh? How did that make it into booktube? And then I'm like, nope, something else.
Yes. Shall we read then?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm game.
What are you reading? No, tell us what you're reading though.
Oh, the last thing he told me, I love it. I am loving it.
Good.
I remember from your live sprints today that you were loving it. So I
Yes.
hope you finish it.
Yeah,
If it's
me
not
too.
that long. Okay, cool.
It's not long.
We have to repeat the class.
Nah, no need. No need. All good.
You could just
She can
rewatch
watch
it later.
Right.
My sus bud.
I know.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, girls. Hi, guys. Oh.
Okay, so should we start?
Yes, yes. Let me mute.
Okay. Happy
Okay.
reading, everybody.
Wait, what are you guys reading? Hello, sorry.
Oh,
The Maidens.
hold on. Let me
I'm
stop
reading The
it.
Maidens. It's good.
Are you reading The Maidens? Oh, Diana will be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had to go at me the last sprints where I was just like watching. And I was like, yeah, I'll read it the next sprint. And then I read something else and she was like, Tiana,
I
I'm
know.
gonna have issues. I'm like,
I know.
I'll read it.
And Kelsey, I
Relax.
like the pink. You know the pink?
Sorry?
The pink?
Oh,
The pink? Yeah. I guess this is from the last time I did a live. I don't even remember doing this. It's the same.
It's literally new technology. I'm like, I don't know.
It's just here. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Amber. Hey, what are you reading, Kelsey?
I'm reading an arc that I have called The Cabinet. It's by a Korean author named Eun-soon Kim. And it's been recently translated, so it's publishing this month. It could have been today, to be honest. But it's in October. It's a sci-fi that follows a cabinet where a bunch of people's files are there where they have like supernatural powers. And it's about this man who like goes through the files and helps them. But it's kind of written in like a short story format. So each chapter follows like an individual.
Oh, like cabin.
okay.
Let's go cabinet. Cabinet.
And when I was adding it to Goodreads, I'm like, how do you spell this?
Was it by how do you spell their last name? Sorry.
UN-SU and then Kim, Kim. And it has like a chameleon on the cover. And when you read the book, you realize what the chameleon is, and it's quite weird. It's actually a very interesting and weird book, and I'm really like excited to continue, see where it goes.
Ooh,
I hope
okay.
it gets weirder. Like I love like gory shit, so I'm like excited.
Oh,
to
it's
see where it
gore.
goes.
It's gory.
It's not gory, but like if I would tell you why the lizard is on the cover, you would be like, it has like elements.
Okay.
But I don't want to spoil it because it was actually like the grossest part of the 150 pages I read.
Yeah, on the one hand, I'm like, ew, that's so gross. But then if it was like there was no gore, nothing gross, I'd be like, that's it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I added it to this TBR because I saw it had like people said like it had like scary like sci-fi-ness. So I was like, okay, I'll add it. But then so I was like, okay, time travelers, okay, like this and that. And then I got to that part and I was like, okay, okay.
Nice. All right. I'm ready.
You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Happy reading, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
How do we do?
Welcome to the ASMR channel.
Do you guys hear my laptop or is it okay?
It's okay.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
So Michelle just joined, reading Sea of Monsters, got about 20 pages left. I hope you completed it.
Yeah.
How did you guys do?
I read 40 pages of The Maidens, and
Yeah.
there's so much sus shit going on.
That shit.
Which, like, that's the point. But I'm like, I don't trust anyone.
So is
No
it
one's-
a thriller or is it a horror?
So far, it's like mystery.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
a murder mystery, but like it looks like it's gonna get a bit paranormal, maybe a bit like
Oh.
ritual creepy.
Ritual
yeah.
creepy.
Mm,
Have you read The Silent Patient?
no, so I'm
Okay.
reading this one first.
I have The Maiden, so I'm debating about reading it or not. But
So
I
am
mean, it's
I.
pretty fast. I like it so far.
I feel like if you read this one first, then you might like The Maidens. But I feel like people who read The Silent Patient first
yeah.
were like a little bit like, I don't know if I like The Maidens. So I feel like this was the good choice so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
Hello,
don't
Bobby.
Hello.
That's so cute.
This is-
Here
this
for
is my
moral
friend.
support.
Hi, friend.
Hi.
You're so sweet.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. Is that your friend too?
Yes.
Oh.
Love how I joined the reading sprint and have barely read a single page. And
It
then we have an
happens.
update.
It's okay.
Yeah, read nothing. It's okay.
It's okay. It's all good.
I read nothing for 3 days because it was Canadian Thanksgiving.
Oh,
And
yeah.
all I did was eat and drink.
Oh.
And now I'm drinking. So it's not like,
Ooh, what a vibe. Yeah.
it's a vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finished. Yeah, you did it. Okay. And started in The Titan's Curse now. Perfect. I haven't read Percy
Nice.
Jackson, but I bought the box set.
Buddy
It was
read?
super-
I am game, but let me get through some of my books that I'm reading. Let me get to my
Okay.
other buddy reading, but I'm game. I am
Yeah.
game.
Tell me.
They're
please.
very fun.
I'm
And Sea
so
of Monsters I
down.
really liked as well. Like, I know they're separate series, but Sea of Monsters and Chamber of Secrets are the same in my brain because they're the second book and they both have like a lot of like action. And really
Oh.
fun.
I'm so down.
I'm down. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let me pick a month. I don't know if I can start it until maybe December. But December's kind of busy though, right? It's holiday month.
Listen.
Listen.
January is my birthday.
Oh,
So we could do
perfect.
a January read of childhood
Ooh.
favorites.
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Are you a Capricorn or are you an Aquarius?
I am a Capricorn through and through.
Ooh.
There is nothing about me that is anything else.
Wow. Interesting. I don't know. What are your traits?
What are you guys? I'm very ambitious, very
Oh.
hardworking, value
Oh.
work. Every time I see Capricorns where they're like, yeah, I love work, love ambition. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah.
I'm a Sagittarius.
A fire
Some of
sign.
it I identify with, and some of it I'm like, I don't know. But maybe it's just like I don't see it.
Yeah.
Like I'm meant to be like real like angry, and I'm like, I mean, like I
You
get
know what?
sassy, but I'm not like, oh, watch out, she's like gonna get ya.
Fire
Yeah.
signs are always like sassy and like life of the party. That's like, I feel like fire signs, that's their trait. Life of the
Yeah.
party, very fun, but sassy. Like my
Yeah.
boyfriend's a Leo. He's very much a Leo, center of attention. Like
Wow.
that's fire signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hanani, you're a Libra, right?
I'm a Libra. Pretty much through and through. I think my moon sign is Aries, I think. Aries? Yeah, I think so. But like very indecisive,
Yeah.
very chaotic.
That's what it is.
I
Hello.
like to eat the tea sometimes.
Hi.
Speaking of Libras,
Hello, birthday girl.
it's Tina's
Like,
birthday
is it your
tomorrow.
birthday yet, or is it tomorrow? The time zones make it a different day for me.
Birthday.
For you, it might be now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the 13th for me.
Yeah.
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 Well, happy birthday in the future.
For me, it's 2 hours, so I still have 2 hours to go.
For
Honey,
me,
I don't even know how many hours you have.
7 and a half. I got time.
28 pages, only
Ooh.
58 more to go. You'll get it. You'll get
You've
it.
got
You'll do
this.
it. I told you.
Mm-hmm. One time for the birthday.
Switch.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Put it down.
Put it down.
Which?
Oh, I lost. It jumped. Bobby and I couldn't figure out where these voices were coming. These are my friends. Let's go, guys.
What's up, friends?
Some reading done. Come on.
Oh, you have some good friends. Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. Fuck video games. Let's read.
Ooh,
Don't play video
yeah.
games tonight.
Mm-mm. It's a reading kind of day. Ooh.
I read 52 pages of Paula Santiago, only 2 chapters left. You can
Okay,
finish
wait,
it.
let me know how you like it.
That's
I don't
also
really read-
Rick Riordan Presents, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. I don't read a lot of middle grade, so I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. But if it's really good, maybe I'll have to. So let me know.
I've heard beginning and the end is good. The middle is kind of. That's what I heard.
I feel like that's the thing with middle grades, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
all the middle grades that I've really loved have like solid beginnings and solid endings,
Mm-hmm.
especially first books in a series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then some of them, if it's like a long series, they get a bit formulaic. So it's a bit like, okay, I know exactly what to expect, which like I guess is good for the target audience. But like as an adult,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Really, I'm an adult, and I'm like, I love it. I love all the middle grade. Give it to me.
I love middle grade. I'm like, yes, treat me like a child. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. I think I didn't
just find something.
appreciate
Yeah.
it when I was. I didn't appreciate middle grade when I was of that age.
Same. I was like, I'm an adult.
I read Sarah Dessen. Okay.
I remember reading, I think it was Time Traveler's Wife when I was in year 7. So I was like 12. And I was like, yeah, it's a adult book. But then I also
That's
remember reading
right.
this and I was like, ew, adults are gross. What?
Same. I was like, I think I read that book when I was like 13. I was like, that's right. I read literary fiction.
Oh.
That's right.
I think I was like, why wasn't there more time travel? I thought this was going to be like a fantasy.
Oh no, I was like, they're in love. Okay. Across time space continuum. If you had a big brain, you would understand.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, read for the last 30 minutes, but I managed to read 27 pages. Nice.
Not too
That's
shabby
good.
at all.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Read about 50 pages of As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. Only 50 pages left. Let us know if you're liking it. I'm curious.
Holly Jackson, that's the lady who wrote The Crow Prince, right?
That's Holly Black.
That's Holly Black.
Never mind.
You know, my brain was like, wait, is that?
But I felt the same. No, don't worry.
I was like, oh yeah, same person. I'm wrong.
I am also game because I need to move to Heroes. Join us.
Let's go.
Everybody do it.
Lightning
Let's just
Thief.
read
January 1st.
Yeah.
January
And the
1st,
crossover. The crossover in Heroes of Olympus is so good. I love it.
Oh.
Should we read it at the same time as something else?
No, you just read it after Percy Jackson.
Okay. Okay.
Because then some of those
I know with
characters
Sarah-
show up.
Yeah, because with Sarah J. Maas, I was talking about this on it was your sprints, no? How many? We were talking about reading Empire Storm and
Yeah. Was it my sprints or was it?
Yeah,
Power
the
of
tandem
Leah's?
thing.
yeah.
Maybe it was Leah's sprints? That's somebody's sprints. I've been on sprints
It
a
was
lot.
somebody's-
I've been here a lot, so I don't know. Somebody's.
And like in that series, you read them. I didn't read them at the same time,
Yeah,
and I know that people think it's like better.
Yeah.
Like one chapter. Yeah. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I want to be like Ashley, and I want to be her, so I want to read like her, you know?
I wish.
Yeah,
I read them like 2 years apart.
Yeah.
So it was like a whole new story to me. I was like, it's
yeah.
I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
Even though I had read it like 2 years before.
Yeah.
Join us.
Let's
It's
go.
fun.
Everybody, January 1st, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Got to page 196 of Plain Bad Hair. Let us know how it is,
Nice,
because
nice.
I am very intrigued by this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Amber, is it just me? It might have been my copy of it, but every time there was a footnote, for the life of me, I could not find like the little asterisks. So I'd finish the page and I was like, what? Where was the footnote? And one of them, it took me so long because it was the chapter title. Had the little, it's like this big, it's tiny.
I felt that way about Nevernight by J. Kristoff.
Mm.
Like I find with footnotes, even when I was like in university, like your brain just like scans over it, you know, like you're barely reading, and you.
It's not a word. I keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would get to the bottom of the page. I'm like, oh yeah, where was that?
Yeah.
I really liked it in the Crazy Rich Asian trilogy.
I never read it.
Me either.
Well, it's good because a lot of it's a lot of Singaporean culture or like Asian culture. So they'll like say whatever the type of food, asterisk, and then explain what the food is, you know? It's
That's good.
Yeah.
I would know.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think in a contemporary book though, maybe I would like see it more. Because in a fantasy book, I'm like, whatever, there's already like weird symbols in this. Like I'm just glossing over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in a contemporary, it might be more effective that way, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's good because they're all middle grade, so they're quick reads.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to fit in Victoria Schwab's third book, Bridge of Souls, Cassidy Blake series. And I'm like, I could read this in a day. I know it. I know I could do this.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I can.
Yeah.
Ness is also a Libra. Actually,
Libra.
Their birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah? Happy birthday.
I am very indecisive. The most Libra, I'm a Libra moon. I feel you.
I used to hang out with Libras, and I'm like, I can't do this. It's really hard. Kalia knows. It's really hard to hang out with Libras because we can't make a decision, and we end up not making a decision. And it's awful.
Yeah, my sister-in-law is a Libra, and I'm a Libra moon. And sometimes, like, my sister-in-law is very indecisive. I'm very, like, everything needs to be fair. So, like, if you get this, I need to get this. Like, we need to be equal. And so sometimes we're like, she'll say, like, I don't know what to do. But I'm like, well, we did this the other day, so we need to do this. And, like, our Libra-ness.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
I'm over here like I got to find out what my like moons and rising things are.
Get the CoStar app.
Yes. And your life will change. Every day I get a notification. It's like live life to the fullest. I'm like, thank you very much, CoStar.
I will.
Thank you. Thanks for thinking of me. Happy birthday in advance.
Yes.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Oh, you still have 4 hours?
Yes.
Well, we're just celebrating your birthday early.
Yes.
Classic, guys.
Classic. Yeah.
About Paula Santiago, middle grade is my happy place. Like when I'm having a shitty day, I go straight from. Exactly. Like I just think middle grade has also like advanced so much from even when I was a kid, but I value still like the messages that middle grade has. Like a lot of the middle grade I read when I was younger, I would go to it to not necessarily feel like an adult, but to feel like there were other characters at least that understood me. And when I look back to middle grade, I'm like, I think of like myself as like a little kid, and I'm like, yeah, I would like value this. Like I feel like it's important that kids at least see themselves in it.
Yes. And I feel like like if you go into the middle grade section in a bookstore, the representation is there, I think.
Yeah. Like for me, right, it was always there. And I never thought twice about it. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I value like that there's kids like when I coach soccer, like I think about those little kids and like I recommend them books, and I'm able, because of this platform, to at least recommend like diverse books. And it's the lengths that middle grade has gone through is like so important and valuable. Even YA, like it's so needed.
Because before you really would have had to dig to find diverse stuff, but now it's like, okay, there's actually quite a bit to pick from. Which is so good.
I read 5 books so far, but I'm aiming for 10 this month. Haven't read more than 5 in a month, so let's see if I can reach. You could do it.
I believe you already read.
If you already read. Just putting the phone down. At least that is for me, because I'm like the TikTok. It's the YouTube, and I'm like, I'll just watch BookTube instead of reading. And I'm like, oh, I've been reading that book for like 2 weeks and haven't made progress. Great.
Sometimes I'm on TikTok, and when they're like, hey, it's been 2 hours that you're here. Maybe it's time to take a break. I'm like, whoa.
I'm like, I feel
can't
tired.
even believe it. It's like, okay, thanks. But if you've read 5 so far, it's halfway through the month. So you can read another 5 so you can get to 10. I believe in you. Footnotes are so tiny. Yes. They should be bigger.
Tiny.
I keep stumping. I'm so sorry. Y'all talking about Percy Jackson makes me want to read it. Yes.
January
1st. Yes.
Yep. Done.
Do it. That's what I did. I bought the box set and then just do it. Read the whole thing. Yeah. Also, question. So I just downloaded the Coaster app.
Yeah.
And I'm confused because asking for my birthday.
Yeah.
In Australia, we go day, month, year. Do I go day, month, year, or do I go month, day, year?
Does it give the format?
Yeah, but it doesn't say which one's which. It's like 0302 1991. So it could be, that's like just the preset, but that could be either. So I'm like, damn, is this?
Hold on.
Because I don't want to put in the wrong thing. Maybe it'll let me change it.
Wait, why? When's your birthday?
It doesn't even matter.
Is your birthday like 12/9 or whatever? Like December?
No, mine's 26/11.
Oh, then you can't really get it wrong then, right?
Oh, never mind. I just clicked into it and then it was like, okay, here's the format. Thank you. Perfect.
Anyone got this one first
thing.
is just wrong. That's so funny.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been like, oh, that's interesting that you were born in the 26th month.
Yeah. Interesting.
You're an Aquarius. Not the footnotes, but the asterisks. Exactly. They're too small. They need to be another color. Otherwise, I'm not seeing them. I actually work in user design. And something that we notice a lot is that people don't notice what's happening, because I work in video games. And something that we don't notice is that people don't notice the screen, right? So when you change a color or you make something bigger, people notice it more. And I think that this is the problem with asterisks. I think they need to be like orange or something, like, so that's weird. And you're like, oh, what is that? And then you notice.
Or just like a chip in my brain to be like, ding, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. Or some weird, like a circle. An asterisk is never a circle. So I feel like I would notice it.
Yeah.
I'm liking the book so far, but at the same time, I don't really know how to feel what I'm expecting from the ending.
Yeah.
That could be a good thing.
Yeah. For me, I'm like, I feel like it was a bit everywhere. I won't say too much, but I didn't love it. But I hope you did. Yeah.
Another indecisive Libra. Look at you guys exposing yourselves.
Yeah. Well,
it's hard.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Co-star.
what it
I
is
think
is-
co-star will tell you.
Hopefully the app will tell me.
the time that you're born,
Yeah.
depending on where you're born in the world, from what I understand.
Oh.
And your rising is the same thing, but it's like another moon or star, something like that. Hope it helped. Literally anything you want. I promise I won't complain. I did this to myself. My sister-in-law is the same way. She'll be like, whatever you guys want. Oh my God. And then we'll go for burgers. She's like, I would have liked sushi. And I'm like, what? Decide.
All right. Apparently, my moon is in Gemini. I don't know if that's like at the moment or just in general.
In general.
It's in
Forever.
general. Forever. You are a Gemini.
Everyday girl.
You're depressed, bitch. And it only gets worse.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
Like,
sometimes that's my
that'll
co-star
help.
though. Like my co-star will be like, today might be a hard day. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
Okay. Well, it is. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Love
I'm
that for
gonna have
us.
to like take some time to read this because I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
It
All
is
the
fun,
planets and the
especially
different-
when
Things.
you add friends. It's also really fun because you can like compare together like your signs. And sometimes
Yeah.
I'll be like, you're the reason we fight. It's your fault.
It's your
It
moon.
says it.
Fix
Co-star
yourself.
says.
Co-star
It's
says.
just the way you are. Exactly.
January
Exactly.
1st, everybody. You heard it here first.
I agree.
No, it's a New Year's resolution.
No.
No,
It's
we're not
for-
talking about the date. The date format.
Oh, the date. Oh. I don't
Okay.
know how we do it in Canada because I feel like we're like England and we're like the States.
Okay, question.
I
I
feel
have a
like-
question. When you say your birthday, do you say, oh, I'm born on the 26th day of
Yes.
November?
But sometimes
I
I
wouldn't
do,
say
yes.
November 26th. I'd be like, yeah, the 26th of November.
Sometimes I say the 13th of January.
Oh.
It's the
wow.
same
Canada-
like with the time. Like if it was like 12:30, I wouldn't be like, oh, it's 30 past 12. I mean, I could say that, but like it just feels more direct to be like 12:30.
In Canada, it's different. It's weird because we have some things that are really, really American, and then we have some things that are really, really England. And it's
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, where are
I don't
we?
even know.
I don't even know.
Who am I? I don't know.
Sometimes I say like the 13th of January. I'll be like, oh, today's the 12th of October. Or sometimes I'll say it's October 12th.
You know
it's
what? I'm going to start saying it like that because nobody says it like that here. I'm just saying,
the
my
12th
birthday
of
is the
October.
27th of September.
Like I have international
Yeah.
friends, and that's how they do it.
I'm
I'm
cultured.
just very
I mean,
from England.
That was so funny.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Brownies?
Wait, that is such a good idea. Never mind. Kelsey, I don't know.
Go back. What?
No. Go.
I'm a Pisces, but I love Libra women, but Libra men fight.
Libra men are trash.
Lauren, maybe you are indecisive, but you don't think so.
Wait, what's your moon, Lauren? What's your moon?
Yeah, what's your moon? Get co-star. Tell us what it is.
I have a lot of people on co-star. Let's see.
Oh no, okay. This is where you and my sister-in-law differ.
That's so funny.
There's always tomorrow.
I didn't realize today was that bad.
Like co-star just tells us how it is, and I appreciate them for that.
I just open it and mine says arrogance will not help you grow.
I will open mine.
Thanks.
Am I being arrogant right now? Damn.
I just read about like my moon chart, and I was like, okay, I feel seen. Okay.
I
It's one of those things where I'm like,
Co-star
oh,
knows.
sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. But I'm like, ooh, on the money.
It's never wrong. Sometimes it'll wake me up with like a fucking notification, and it'll be like, you can appreciate love sometimes. I'm like, okay, I just woke up. Let
Give
me
me a
live.
second to breathe.
Do you guys want to do another sprint?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is why we're here.
That is why we're
Sounds
here.
and astrological science.
Tiana really said. Tiana really said, no, duh.
How long do you guys want to go
We're not
for?
just here to chat. Whenever. I think I have to start making dinner, so I'll just turn off my camera, but I'll be listening.
Earth signs.
Jules, are you super
Best
stubborn?
signs. Best signs. Yeah. Super stubborn is a plus in my book.
Mhm.
You can't change just one thing. You also can't change everything. Exactly. They just attack you. It's every day. Every day is a mystery with co-star.
It's like, what?
That's so funny. You send me mixed signals here.
Do we want to do another 50 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, 50s are good. Good round in between.
Okay. Do you want to start now?
Yeah.
Okay, have fun, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. So, Haunani had to go because she's been cooking dinner and it was taking longer than expected.
That's okay.
But she loves you all. I'm going to try to get back to where we were. How did you do, Tiana?
I was doing well, and then my e-reader just decided to poop itself, or it just froze, and none of the buttons were working, and I was like, ah! So I went and plugged it in, and it decided to fix itself. But then it jumped back like 5 chapters, so I had to find where it was again. But I'm up to 50%, and I read 42 pages that time. So
Nice. Yeah. I'm reading pretty similarly. I'm on my e-reader as well. I think during both sprints, I've maybe read 50 pages each, so about 100 pages so far. Yeah. So I'm making good progress. I'm liking it. But you know how it is sometimes when you have no expectations, so you're kind of like, okay, I don't know really how to feel with it right now.
Yeah. And is it more of a thrillery vibe, your arc? The cabinet?
It's less like a thrillery vibe and more like a slice of life, but with sci-fi elements.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. I'm 100 pages from the end. And I'm curious how it's gonna end because I know it was a short story collection-y kind of idea. So I'm not sure how it's gonna end. Because each chapter is kind of about the patients that they have that each have superpower. I don't know. We're gonna see how it ends.
Yeah, maybe it'll kind of all connect or cross over. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Best Earth signs again. Best signs. We are the best. Virgo moon. Yes. Apparently, apparently I have a Taurus moon. Best. Don't judge. This is me because my recycling bag fell off my cabinet and I had a heart attack and I was like, not the time. I said bye to Ness, but then they rejoined. Hello, Ness again.
I love that. How long was that? It was bye and then right back.
Probably 50 minutes. It was the whole sprint.
Yeah. I was was it even long? Yeah.
Currently reading Ararat. I looked this up during the sprint because I didn't know what this book was. And it seems to be a mountain thriller. So there's archaeologists and an avalanche seems to happen, which is cool because I love mountains. I ski up here in Canada, and avalanches are definitely something that I'm scared of.
Oh, I've just read the synopsis. It sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like a
series.
Cool mountain thriller. Yeah. I hope you like it, Justin. Guys, I'm going to bed. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. As much as I want to be on longer, I'm getting tired. I'm sure you're gone by now, but thank you for coming. Yes. Good night.
Good night.
Hello, Ness. Let us know what you're reading. I read about 50 pages. Nice. That's good. It doesn't matter. It's 25 pages more than you would have read.
Yeah, and as long as you're actually just enjoying it. Sometimes I do try and read faster and I have to go back and read it again because I wasn't paying attention.
That always happens to me with audiobooks. If I'm going for a walk, I'm for sure I'm going to concentrate. And then my mind starts thinking about other things and I'm wait, what happened? And I have to rewind. So really 56 pages. Yes. Tell us how you liked Paula Santiago. Kingdom of the Wicked. I read this a couple of months ago and it takes place in Sicily and that's where my family's from. So that was the aspect of the book I really liked the most. I think the like parts about Sicily and the way that words are written was somewhat accurate, and I actually had a fun time reading it because of that. It reminded me of my family in Italy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not Italian, but the Italian setting does intrigue me a lot. I've got the
Yeah.
audiobook to start soon.
That and Carrie Maniscalco, I know, is of Italian descent. Even though I think she lives in like New Jersey or Connecticut. But I know she is of Italian descent, which is kind of like me. So I know that the representation is semi-accurate because I'm sure she has family in Sicily as well.
Yeah.
Justin says Ararat is pretty good. So it's a thriller. It's perfect for October.
Yes.
I'm editing tomorrow's video, but I have 45 minutes left. I know how you feel, but you can do it. I believe in you. And also, it's your birthday in 15 minutes. So you should have a celebration and then go back to editing.
Yeah. Go get a drink.
20 Pages in Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. Is that the prequel to
Practical Magic?
Yeah, Practical Magic. I think
Yeah,
so.
like, oh,
yeah.
I think I know.
Let me know if
I
it's
haven't
good.
read it, but I
That's
like
another
it.
witchy book, for example,
Yeah.
that we were talking about. I think I'm about to start my arc for Such a Pretty Smile by Christy D. Meester. Such a Pretty Smile. What is that? Is it a thriller? It sounds like a thriller to me.
I mean, like, I've never received an arc, so I'm like, if you have an arc, do it. You know, like, if you have the chance to read it early, go for it.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you might have goals to read it early, but then you're like, oh my God, all these books come out next Tuesday and I haven't read a single one.
Yeah, must get crazy.
Yeah, it's a horror, this one. Nice. Yeah, because Such a Pretty Smile sounds scary to me.
Oh, so kind of like monstery.
I actually want to read another book that I still don't have yet, which is always fun. I feel the same. But
I always
like I
start
said,
too many books at once as well. And I'm like, stop.
I'm such a like TBR reader that it's really hard for me to like look at other books and I'm like, because in my head I'm like, no, you have 12 other books that you put here today. Please read them. Yep. If I tried being a mood reader once and I didn't read anything because I was like, I don't feel.
Yeah, I mean, I like to have a bit of a mix, like have a plan, but then I don't always stick.
Yeah.
But at least like I had the intention, and at least if I read some of them, I'm like, cool. But if I don't plan at all, I'll just spend too long looking at my shelves, like, what do I want to read?
Yeah.
What am I in the mood for? I don't even know anymore. Yeah.
I just don't think I can work as a mood reader. Like, I think if I looked at my shelves, I would be like, oh my God, I have too many to read. So I feel like when I plan like months in advance, if I get that mood reading, then I put it on the next month. So I'm like, okay, you want to read this now? Well, too bad. It's going in November. And then if in November I feel like reading it, I'm like, okay, cool. I have 11 arcs via NetGalley, and half of them come out in January, and I'm anxious. Me too.
Oh my God.
What I would give to be it does make things easier. It does. Because I'm always in the mood for the books that I see directly that's in my TBR. So that's the good thing. But the bad thing. Go.
I was going to say, like, it's nice to like have a little stack and be like, this is what I'm reading. Like a visual as well. Or even just start to stack the ones that you finished. Have like a visual of like, yep, this is what I said I was going to read. This is what I have read. Yeah.
Exactly. It makes DNFing harder though. Because I'm like, no, you have to read.
But like you said,
Yeah. I gave Paula Santiago 3.5 stars. I liked it, just not as much as I expected. That's reasonable. Yeah. I feel like 3.5 stars is like solid in my opinion. Like 3 and above is a book I liked.
It's still good.
Yeah, 4 and under is kind of like I had some issues, but 3.5 to me is like pretty solid. And especially for a middle grade, I think that's amazing. Like sometimes middle grades, right? It might not hit the points that you need, but still it still works.
Yeah.
Mm,
And also, like, when you read so much, it kind of gets harder for books to be, I think, 5 stars. Because you're like, okay, well, I have a broader spectrum, I guess,
mhm.
to like rate it against. But it's like, okay, it was still good, but it wasn't as good as like my all-time favorites. But that doesn't mean it was bad.
Yeah,
And a lot
exactly.
of it is just personal preference, yeah.
And especially when you're reading from like multiple authors' backlists too sometimes, or like new releases.
Yeah.
Like you're comparing the author's works, and I think that sometimes that's like a detriment too. Like I
Yeah.
just read All's Well by Mona Awad, and Bunny was like one of my favorite books of last year. And I gave both of the books 5 stars, but within the vlog that I'm going to post soon, I kept being like, well, it's different from Bunny. But it's like, yeah, of course they're different. They're not the same book.
Yeah.
Like, but in your head, you're kind of like, well, Bunny was a 5 star and I really want this to be a 5 star, like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
This is an interesting question. I feel like my
I don't think I have
ADHD is like
many
immediate.
releases.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are coming like early next year because there'll be the new Sarah J. Maas and the next Cassandra Clare. I don't know. I usually don't look new releases ahead of time unless it's something like from a series or an author that I'm already like, oh my God. So I usually find out about them like just as they come out.
I have I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston is a book that I really want to read. It's their first YA book. So I'm very interested to see how they write YA, and it's sapphic. And now I literally just wrote new releases 2022.
Yeah, I was like, why was I talking about new releases when it's like anticipated reads? And I'm like, oh, great.
Gallant by Victoria Schwab.
Yes.
Victoria Schwab is my favorite author of all time. And I've been trying to get an arc for this book for a very long time, and nobody's answering me. And I just really want one. But I definitely will be getting that one. As
for books that are already out that I'm really hoping to get to, I really want to get to Red Rising, the 5th season, and like I need to get to Malibu Rising and People Will Meet on Vacation. I'm just waiting for.
So Red Rising and the 5th season are 2 of my favorite series. They are so good. I think Red Rising is weaker than the last 2 books in the series for sure. It's definitely like a first book syndrome type of book. So if you're not enjoying Red Rising or you think it's like a 3-star read, I would definitely continue because the rest of the series gets better. But the 5th season I think is solid throughout. Like N.K. Jemisin, I think is just a brilliant writer. Like there's no going wrong with her.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, and then also the Poppy War. So we're doing that read along with the Citadel. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna love it. And I'm so ready for it to just like destroy me.
The Poppy War is so good. I read The Dragon Republic this year, which is the 2nd book. Another 5 stars. They've both been 5 stars so far. And I need to pick up the last book in the series. The
Burning God?
The Burning God, that's it. Yeah. And I need to pick up that one. But so far, they've both been 5 stars. I really like R.F. Kuang. She also has a book coming out. Is it 2022? It has a really long name. Babel.
But Poppy War was her debut, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And like you read that book and you're like, how was this girl 21? Like, how did she write this in university? I didn't even have time to think in university. I don't know how she wrote a book in university. Babel, or The Necessity of Violence, an Arcane History of the Oxford Translators' Revolution, is her book that comes out expected 2022. That's also another one I'm looking forward to.
Put that on
it's no longer title.
Yes.
I'm curious how Casey McQuiston will write YA. I can't wait for it. Exactly same.
One last stuff. I still haven't gotten to. Yeah.
Give me the V.E. Schwab arc. I don't understand. HCC Frenzy, if you're watching, Give me this arc signed if it's possible, please. I beg. I will post all kinds of Instagram photos. Please, I need it.
I'm still up on her backlist, so I'll have something to keep me busy. Yeah,
Oh my God, I'm like on top of it. I need to read the 5th season this year. I started this year, but the mood shifted. And People We Meet on Vacation, one of, if not my favorite contemporary romance novel ever.
Yeah, and because I know they vacation to Croatia, which is where my family's from. So I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to be like, I know what that is. Or like, oh, they're eating ciabatte. Of course they are. Yeah.
That's me reading Kingdom of Wicked. I'm like, oh yeah, they're in Sicily. No, don't be intimidated. Honestly, the writing is so simple. So simple. And it not that it's simple, but that it's so easy to read. Like you fly through the pages, you don't even realize that you've read the amount of pages that you thought you did. She's such a talented writer, and it's not as overtly complicated as I think high fantasy tends to be. And The Poppy War is such an easy book to get into. It's difficult, like the subject matter in general is about the Chinese Sino War. So it is a difficult subject matter to get into, but it's not due to her writing. It's definitely due to the topic of the conversation. But she is a talented writer that gets you invested. Exactly. Yes, The Poppy War. Exactly. Fine. I will do it. I've put it off, so it's fine. I could read it with you guys. Do we want to do another? I was thinking of a shorter sprint, just because it's about to be 12 a.m. for me.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
We could do a 30-minute or 35 if everybody's down, or 40.
I'm done with that. As long as my e-reader cooperates, it doesn't just decide to go, you know what?
Are you using a Kindle or an
Using
iPad?
Kobo.
Oh, Kobo. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
anytime someone mentions it, so like buddy read, never ends.
That's me being a Capricorn. I'm like, yeah, I have time. 24 hours in a day doesn't exist. I have time for everything. Work, school, reading. Let me put the timer.
Wait.
Where did it go? Okay.
Back in the case.
So let me know in the chat, like 30, 35, what are we feeling? Definitely not 50 though, guys. Like then it's going to be 1 a.m.
And that works anyway. I should probably eat lunch soon. It's like 3 p.m.
I wish it was lunchtime. I'm going to put 30 just because I feel like that is the most realistic for at least people on the East Coast. That is us. We don't read books unless they're exactly.
Yeah.
Just like some people are social drinkers, I'm a social reader. As long as you tell me 2 months in advance so I can plan my TBR. I'm like, gotta remove this one.
Yeah, well, like all the book mail that's been coming to my house, my dad just keeps being like, Tiana, why do you keep buying all these books? I'm like, I have to. It's for the book club. I have to. I can't. I'm not. I already said I was. So.
Yeah, I recently moved out, and before I moved out, my mom would be like, another book package? Or sometimes I would hide it. Like I would get home first, and I would be like, yes, thank God. And now I moved out, so I'm like, just ordering things to my mailroom.
That's the way.
So I'll start the timer, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. And this will be our last sprint, everybody, okay?
Yeah.
Time's up, everyone. That was
I
the
read-
last sprint.
I read 35 pages.
Nice. I read just until I reached 150 pages, and then I just played Sudoku.
Yeah.
Just to like calm down, you know? Let us know how you did, everyone, in the last sprint. I hope you got a lot of reading done today.
Ooh.
The way we were making multiple reading plans. Love this. Exactly. I will be leaving. Bye, Ness. I know you left by now, but I go back to work tomorrow after being off 4 days. I'm 30 now, so I can't party like I used to. I feel this. Yes, social readers. I'm joining for these last 15 minutes. I'm reading A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I've heard a lot about this book. Yeah.
I have it on my shelf.
You have it on your shelf?
Yeah, I'm like, it's looking at me.
Let us know how it was, Bobby. Video is being exported at the moment. Woo! Also, it's past 12 o'clock here in the East. So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kalia!
Woo!
And congrats on finishing the video. Now you can enjoy it.
Wait, what more reading plan? I feel like we need to go through this and see how many reading plans we made.
At least 5.
Waiting for dinner to finish. I'm waiting to go to bed. Great so far. So that's good to hear.
And it's not too long either.
No, I know. I saw that it was like pretty short, and I thought it was like 600 pages, but it's not.
Yeah.
Good night, y'all. Good night. I'm going to read a bit more of Kingdom of the Wicked before Kalia sprints. Thank you guys for hosting these sprints. You're welcome.
Thanks for joining. Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Woo! I drank wine for you. I'm done my bottle, but celebration.
You are welcome.
Percy Jackson 2022.
Yeah, that was the main reading plan.
It's like 300 pages.
Yeah.
Nice and
So
quick.
manageable.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. See, even I forgot the plans I made.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to read The Burning God. And with that, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you for coming. I hope you have a great rest of the night, a great rest of the week, and you read more. Bye.
Yeah, and update us in the Discord as you finish and